Hi, my name is Melissa Eurich, and I'm a high school social studies teacher. Here are some creative thinking ideas that I would like to share with you to shift my professional behavior to become more like an original thinker. In today's society, we see that so many students have become disconnected from education and reliant on distractions for a variety of reasons, such as technology, social media, social life, and day to day activity. As a history teacher, I have heard so many students say, "This is so boring, and why do I have to learn this?" One creative way I want to improve my professional behavior is designing a curriculum that is catered to my students' interests and that drives them to become curious. I think teachers need to start showing students that the concept of how to learn is more important than what to learn. One way I would do this is in the beginning of the year, give students a variety of content topics and provide a brief description. Then have the students rate each topic from most interesting to least interesting. I also think it is very important for students to have options in their daily activities and assignments. So, something that I want to do to shift my professional behavior is to give students more opportunities in the assignments they do, whether it be having them to choose to write a fiction story, record a newscasting video of themselves, or write a poem. This will help reach the needs of all different learning styles, and it will also encourage students to become more engaged and motivated because they are being provided with freedom to make their own choices that drive their own interest. Another professional goal of mine is to create more opportunities for students to develop self efficacy. This is the student's ability to believe in their own abilities and behaviors to help them achieve their academic and personal goals. One strategy I want to incorporate in my classroom to help build self efficacy is verbal persuasion and specific feedback. This requires me to start giving students very reasonable, specific, and credible feedback. A certain level of emotional stimulation can create an energizing feeling that can contribute to strong student performance. Giving targeted feedback on a specific task is much more effective than just saying, "Job well done." That would be considered more general feedback. For example, make your feedback more personal and intentional. I would start saying things like this or writing this down on tests or assignments. "John, you did an excellent job comparing and contrasting the French Revolution to the Latin American Revolution. You had strong examples of the role that nationalism played in both revolutions." The purpose of doing this is now that the student feels motivated and feels proud of something that was related to the task at hand as opposed to a general good job. Another way I would like to change my professional ideas and creativity in the classroom is how to become more intentional in my instructional planning. I want to begin to emphasize the significance and presence of social emotional learning skills and critical thinking skills in my curriculum. I plan to research and collaborate with colleagues more on how to incorporate the CASTLE competencies into the learning history content. So, the CASTLE competencies are self management, responsible decision making, social awareness, relationship skills. And these are ideas and values such as compassion, empathy, resilience, kindness, communication, and collaboration. For example, rather than just teaching students what is the Great Depression, which students really don't understand why they need to learn something that happened so long ago, I want to start making my content topics more applicable to students' everyday life. So instead, I'm going to teach them the concept of resiliency and teach them why people had to be resilient during the Great Depression. So now students are learning about a historical topic in relationship to a social emotional skill. Critical thinking skills and social emotional skills help students develop interpersonal skills that are transferable to every aspect of life and not just one subject area. This makes topics I am teaching useful and meaningful to future generations. This will help them become ethical and meaningful contributors to our society. The most important step we can take to become creative thinkers is finding out why we do what we do. This inspires us to be innovative and intentional. So I ask you, what is your why?